It's no secret that the 90s has some of the best hidden gems when it comes to horror movies, and today I'll be doing a deep dive into one of the scariest of them all. Jacob's Ladder is a brilliant work of psychological horror with enough mind-bending twists to leave Stephen King scratching his head. I'll look at what makes this movie so terrifying and why it's one of the most underrated horror films out there. Are you ready to get scared? Let's break it down. The film begins in the thick of the Vietnam War on October 6, 1971. Our main character, Jacob Singer, is an American infantryman. He's stationed with his unit in a small village when they are suddenly attacked. Bullets fly in all directions, explosions shake the ground, and screams fill the air. Many soldiers are killed, wounded, or completely catatonic, staring into empty space. Some of them even begin to convulse violently and have seizures. If you thought war was all fun and games, think again. Confused and terrified, Jacob runs off into the dense jungle where the shadows seem to close in on him. Before he even notices their presence, he's stabbed by an unseen enemy. Everything immediately goes black, and when he wakes up, he's no longer in the jungle but on a grimy New York City train. Now the year is 1975. He observes something strange as he's about to exit the train. It's a tentacle. Yes, a tentacle coming out from a homeless person. It looks weird and wrong, but if one slimy tentacle turned your stomach, then you might not be able to stand what is yet to come. Jacob soon finds himself trapped in the subway station, and because he has the worst luck of anyone alive, he barely escapes being crushed to death by an oncoming train. It turns out Jacob's life in New York is miserable. He's working as a postal worker, living in a rundown apartment in Brooklyn with his girlfriend Jezebel. That name alone speaks volumes. Jacob is haunted by visions of his past. He misses his old family, especially his youngest son, Gabe, who died in an accident before the war. But the horrors don't stop there. Jacob's reality becomes more and more like a nightmare. He starts seeing disturbing things, faceless ghosts that seem to follow him everywhere. For the second time in the city, he narrowly escapes death again when a mysterious car tries to run him down. Will death eventually succeed in taking him, or will Jacob be saved from this hell? Continue watching to find out. He visits his doctor at the Veterans Hospital, but when he gets there, they tell him that they don't have any record of him ever being a patient. To make matters worse, he's told that his doctor died in a car explosion. Jacob is devastated. It seems like he's trapped in a limbo where nothing is as it seems. Unfortunately for him and for the audience, this isn't even rock bottom. Things are going to get much worse. Later on, Jacob is at a party with some friends. Everything is going fine until a psychic at the party reads his palm and casually tells him,
"You're already dead."
Jacob laughs it off like anyone would because he thinks it's a joke. Right. He joins his girlfriend on the dance floor, and things take a wicked turn. Brace yourselves. He sees a huge, monstrous creature merging with Jezebel. What's worse, Jezebel seems to be enjoying it, even as she bleeds from cuts and bruises. It's a horrific sight, and Jacob passes out before he can process what's happening. Back home, Jezebel prepares Jacob an ice bath because he has a high fever. The scene is excruciatingly painful to watch. Jacob has a violent reaction to the icy water, and he screams at his neighbors, saying that they're killing him. And then, just like that, he wakes up in a different reality. Here, he's not with Jezebel, but with his wife and sons, including Gabe, who is miraculously alive. This old life is warm and loving compared to his current one. Then we flash back to Vietnam, where we see a wounded Jacob lying in the battlefield. He's rescued from that scene by a helicopter, but because he has terrible luck, the chopper gets shot down. Back in New York, he gets a call from Paul, one of his former platoon mates, who is experiencing the same hallucinations. Before they can discuss anything at length, Paul's car explodes, killing him on the spot. At the funeral, other members of Jacob's platoon reveal that they've been having the same frightening visions. They start to believe they're victims of a military experiment. They even hire a lawyer to investigate. But the lawyer quits after finding military files that claim the soldiers were never in combat and were discharged for psychological reasons. Spooky indeed. Jacob is abducted by men in suits, and although they try to intimidate him, he fights back and manages to escape. He's taken to a hospital straight out of a terrible dream. The atmosphere is dark, and the staff tells him that he's already dead, and this hellish place is his home. Just when it seems that all hope is lost, Jacob's friend Lewis rescues and heals him. Lewis tells him that hell isn't some fiery pit of torment, but a place where your deepest fears and regrets are laid bare. It's not about punishment, but about liberation. If you're scared of dying, you might see nightmarish creatures tearing at your soul. But if you found peace, those same creatures could be angels guiding you gently away from your earthly bonds. Jacob is approached by Michael Newman, a mysterious man who has been following him. He tells Jacob that he was once a chemist with the Army's Chemical Warfare Division, where he developed a drug called the Ladder. This drug wasn't meant to heal or help. It was designed to increase aggression to the point of madness. Jacob's unit was given a dose right before that battle in Vietnam, and this made them turn on each other. As Michael talks, Jacob is overcome by a powerful vision. He sees himself back in Vietnam, wounded and surrounded by chaos. In this vision, he sees his attacker. It's no longer a faceless enemy, but a fellow American soldier. This scene is brutal. Shaken by this vision, Jacob returns to his family's home. Seeing his son gives him some comfort. Gabe takes Jacob's hand and guides him up a staircase flooded with radiant light. But since we know that Jacob can never catch a break, this peaceful moment of peace suddenly changes to Vietnam in 1971. In a tent, military medics declare Jacob dead. They speak of the fight he put up to stay alive, acknowledging the tremendous struggle he faced. Yet, there's a quiet dignity in their words, as they comment on how Jacob now looks peaceful in death, free from the torment of his suffering. This scene leaves us with a chilling question. Is Jacob's nightmarish journey leading him toward redemption and peace, or is he doomed to fight this internal battle forever? In Jacob's Ladder, the line between reality and illusion is blurred in a way that will make your skin crawl. The film explores the idea that our greatest horror might not come from external forces, but from within ourselves and our unresolved conflicts. So, if you're up for a horror roller coaster that will make you question everything you thought you knew about life, death, and what comes after, give Jacob's Ladder a watch. Just be prepared to feel your heart pound in your chest at certain scenes. Which part of the film sent chills up your spine? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't miss out on our YouTube memberships. You might have noticed that little join button below. When you click on it, you become a member of our channel, part of an exclusive club. So, what do you get as a member? Firstly, you'll get these awesome loyalty badges next to your name in the comments section. It lets everyone know you're one of our VIPs. We'll also give shoutouts to our members in our videos because, hey, we appreciate you. Members also get early access to our videos. You'll be the first to see all the new content we're cooking up. And for all you lovers of horror, we've got something extra special. We're introducing the Dark Vault tier, where we'll be posting exclusive videos just for our horror fans. For those who may not want to join, our regular content will still be available for everyone to enjoy. Memberships are just for those who want to take their support to the next level. So if you want to unlock all these awesome perks and join our growing community, just hit that join button below. We can't wait to welcome you to the club. Click the video on the screen to find your next binge or movie to watch.